Hey everyone, Matt here from autogrow.co, and today we're talking about 10 examples of tripwires. And in this video I really want to talk about what is a tripwire, and I want to tell you about our experiences in actually creating our own tripwire, because in preparation for the article and the resource that I'm putting out today, which is the complement to this video, we actually went ahead in our team, I worked with my team, we put together a tripwire. We launched it about a month ago. And I want to do that because I want to be able to speak from experience week to week as we put out these articles more and more. And I just think it's more interesting. You know, you guys like to hear stories. I know I like to hear stories. So first, let's kind of go over it here. Let's talk about what is a tripwire. So first things first, what is a tripwire? I first became intrigued about the concept of a tripwire when I was going through Digital Marketers, Ryan Deiss's funnel over at digitalmarketer.com a few years ago, and I came across an offer. I believe I was either retargeted for it, and I came across it multiple times, probably through the retargeting and because I had opted into his email list multiple times. And he was selling a swipe file of sorts. I believe it was for social media. And what I found interesting about it was I actually went ahead and I bought it, and then in a following video in another part of his funnel a few weeks later, I found him talking about in a video sales letter, about the value of a tripwire, and how in his experience he saw that people who bought the tripwire versus those that didn't were 10 times more likely to end up buying future products and his core offers deeper in the funnel. So that's when I first became aware of tripwires and the potential power that they could have. So I wanted, in preparation to actually try this out for this article. So in summary, you know, what is a tripwire? A tripwire is it's more valuable than a lead magnet, which you're going to give away for free. It's valuable to the point where you can charge typically between, you know, $5, I would say, up to $49 could qualify as a tripwire, depending on, you know, how long or how deep your funnel is. I mean, for some people, a $49 product could be their core offer if they're just looking to do volume. But generally speaking, most tripwires in a sophisticated sales funnel will be charged between $5 all the way up to $20. So in preparation for this article, I went ahead and I created with my team this tripwire example that you see here, which is a swipe file. Now, in a way, this is also like illustrates another concept that we'll be talking more about in the future, which is the idea of a product splinter, because this was an existing component in our core offer for the six-figure sales funnel. Previously, we had offered this swipe file that you see here as a bonus add-on when people were considering buying the six-figure sales funnel. Now, we went ahead and made this our tripwire. We put the price on it of $7, and it started converting. Actually started converting very, very well. So currently, we see a conversion rate of about 8% of people who actually opt into our email list end up buying that. And not only that is interesting, but the other part that's interesting is that for people who are already on our email list who are exposed to this offer a second time, 13% of people hitting that landing page or separate funnel, if you want to call it that. So actually it's 14%. So almost close to double the amount of conversion rate for people who are already on the email list, which makes sense because people are they're more familiar with our content, they're visiting our website, so there's a bit more of a trust and a relationship built up, and that correlates with a higher conversion rate. Again, 14% for people already on the list being exposed to it either for the first time or a second time, and 8% for people who are opting in for the first time. So not bad. And what does that come out to in terms of dollars and cents? So to date, for the last 30 days, we've grossed about $630 just from the tripwires, not including the upsells that we also have attached, coming after the tripwire. And that's part of the whole part of the tripwire, and the point of it again. It's to give people a little nugget of value so that there's a low perceived risk, and you can start to build up that relationship in their mind, and literal relationship where there's an exchange of money on their part, and in return they receive something more valuable that helps them to solve a specific problem and grow their business. So that is what a tripwire is, an example of the results that we saw. So how does the Tripwire actually work to sell your core offer or offers that are just deeper in your funnel and more expensive in two ways? Well, number one, as I explained, it's a low-priced item. You know, we charge $7 for the AutoGrow swipe file, for instance, and it works in two ways. So first off, there's the direct way, and then there's the indirect way. So the direct way is that people will put in their credit card information and they will buy the Tripwire flat out. Immediately following that, if you have an upsell, you make a secondary offer saying, okay, like, do you want, you know, the next piece of the puzzle, or do you want to take to the next level? Or in our case, the way that we phrase it is, do you want the product that will help to make the swipe file 100 times more valuable? Because it's true. It really helps to amplify the value of the Tripwire swipe file that we're sending them. And if they click yes, then they can go to the landing page for that. They can read more information about a one-time offer, a special offer for our six-figure sales funnel, and how to get it at a limited time basis for a very special price. And then a certain percentage of those people will actually opt in and buy that next level or core offer that we're offering there. So that's the first way. And the indirect way is basically how I described it before. It starts to create that relationship in their mind of, okay, I gave AutoGrow a little bit of money and I got value in return, so I'm more likely to trust them in the future, right? I mean, when we launched the six-figure sales funnel product, I noticed that a significant percentage of the people, I would say about 30% of them, were just repeat buyers who are coming back and buying it again, or rather buying from us a second time. And that just proves the axiom or the adage that customers that buy from you before are more likely to buy from you a second time, as long as they feel that their needs were met or satisfied and that you delivered on your promises. So we have indirect and the direct way that the Tripwire helps you to sell. So next steps. I want you to go ahead and read and download the list of the 10 Tripwire examples that go along with this video. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, there's going to be a link directly below this video, so I'm going to point right about there, so directly below where I'm pointing should be a link in the description. And if you're watching this on the AutoGrow website, there's going to be a link towards the top of the article on our blog here where you can download this full list of examples, and you can refer back to it as a reference for you when you need inspiration about, you know, maybe you'll probably just be wondering, as I did, what's going to work, you know, well, the best way to know what's going to work is what has worked for other people before. So we have an example, an old school example from Columbia Records, Vistaprint. We have from Gail over at Authority Hacker. He talks about his Tripwire and writes up a nice, beautiful case study, which we condensed and documented here. We have our own swipe file and the results that we've seen from that. And again, it's really not about the money so much, although it's awesome. I feel a little bit dumb in retrospect, the fact that we've been leaving about $7,000 on the table for years now that we could have put this. I mean, that's just per year for having this Tripwire out there, because it's, you know, about $630 per month times 12, about $7,000. So it's a nice little extra profit, right? But again, it's not the main point of it. It's to help you sell and build that relationship with your customers and get them into the funnel sooner and faster. We have an example from Video Fruit, Brian Harris with his Vault offer. No longer available, but I always remembered it, and I thought it was a pretty good offer when he first came out with it. The Turtle Necklace, so again for an e-commerce business or selling physical products, that's a good one. Thrive Markets free 6-pack bar Tripwire. Another one for consumable goods. Square's free product Tripwire. So you may remember Square, you know, they're still pretty popular with physical retailers offering to actually send out their processing device for free. And the Motivation Manifesto, the Invisible Selling Machine from Ryan Deiss. All right, so go ahead, download that. And I want to conclude on this note. So how do you actually put into action what this article is teaching here today? I want you to go ahead and compile or curate a detailed resource for your audience. Now, you can use these examples for inspiration, and once you do that, it should be something more valuable than your typical lead magnet. It should be more valuable than a checklist, and it should take you more time to put together as a result too. Because remember, you're going to be charging money for this, not just the cost of someone's email address. So I would say if you're looking for a time range to actually put something like this together, it should take you between, I would say, 2.5 to 5 hours as a general rule of thumb if you're looking for one. And then you don't even have to create a landing page for it, but go ahead and send a simple email to your email list to advertise it. Talk about the problem it helps to solve, how it is a solution to that problem, and the top benefits that they're going to get from actually using it. And then link over to a simple checkout page. If you don't want to go through the effort of finding checkout software that's complicated, I recommend just go for woofoo.com. It's incredibly cheap, and you can hook it up to your PayPal account or a Stripe processor, and you can just test this concept immediately without a whole lot of effort. So total amount of time that would probably take you would be about 3 to 4 hours. You can get it done within. So go ahead, take action, and then come back and let me know your results. If you have a compelling story, I'll even make it into a case study and a blog post on our blog. All right, until next time, from Metaging, this is Matt, founder and CEO of AutoGrow.co. I look forward to hearing your feedback and your story.